I have a theme song for Dr. Pepper and it goes like this.
We are going to talk about how one video on this creator's TikTok got them a major brand deal. Hello, it's Kendra Deanna, the business doula. Now, I'm not going to give a big drawn out intro. You can look at other videos to see who I am, what I do, why I do it. I'm currently on a 90-day posting challenge where I'm just working to be a little bit more consistent on here. I also wanted to give you something that was edutaining, something that was going to educate you and entertain you at the same time. So, I am introducing a series called Marketing Matters, where I talk about viral marketing matters, and I'm going to explain to you why it matters in marketing. So, during this series, I'm going to do 4 things. I'm going to, one, break down the viral moment. We're going to talk about the details, what happened. Then, I'm going to give you the marketing lesson. What can you take away from this viral moment? Then, we're going to talk about the impact that it actually had on the business. And then I want to leave you with something. I want you to take away one thing that you can use in your small business for marketing. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so if you see me looking down, I am looking down at my notes in my laptop because I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all everything that I wanted to give y'all. Okay, if you don't know, because you've been living under a rock or whatever, there is a creator on TikTok named Romeo, and Romeo created a jingle for Dr. Pepper. It was a random video that this person posted in December.
I have a theme song for Dr. Pepper and it goes like this. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Doo-doo-doo.
And it just sent the internet. It just, everybody went crazy on TikTok. I mean, you saw creators doing videos to the jingle. You saw videographers and video creators like putting together full-on commercials for this jingle. It was insane. Then what was really beautiful about it was that major brands that we know and love were like commenting on this video and was like, "Oh, I would love to be next. Like, do me next." Like, it was insane. It was crazy. Anyway, Dr. Pepper, people were tagging Dr. Pepper like, "Y'all better pay this person," because one thing that we have seen, unfortunately, a lot of times on TikTok specifically is that brands and creators will take from smaller creators and not give them their credit. So it was like a huge thing. Anyways, Dr. Pepper was actually one of the brands that commented underneath the video, the original video of Romeo. And I want to say probably a few weeks later, they posted like a random home video of with the jingle behind the video. And people were like, what is this? Like, y'all are Dr. Pepper. Y'all could do better than that. What are y'all doing? And so my mind, because I automatically go to like the business part, the business dealer, right? I'm like, this is a major brand. They're not going to tell you to play. They're not going to tell you to play, especially via social media. Are you kidding me? So I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, okay, Super Bowl is coming up and they probably already have their Super Bowl, commercial put together. But I'm like, well, maybe they'll use it maybe they'll kind of sneak it in or do something to get it into the Super Bowl, I don't know. But then I was like, there's so much that goes into like creating video. They're not going to do that. And they can't wait till next year because it'll be too late. It'll kind of be dying down by then. So I'm like, I don't know what they're going to do, but they ain't going to tell us. Anyway, they didn't, but they did post a video and they, that little, homemade video, whatever, it was like, "We are officially official." So I was like, oh, they cooking up something. They working something. Yes, congratulations. And so after that, I want to say a couple days later, I got back on TikTok and I saw someone posted that they actually created a full commercial with Romeo's actual voice.
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Good and nice.
We're going to talk about some marketing lessons. The first thing is that consistency creates opportunity. So this person, because I actually went to their page and I looked at other videos that they posted. This was not the first video that they posted. They have been posting for quite some time. And this video was the one that actually just took off. And so, it just shows you that you can show up consistently and sometimes it's gonna do something and sometimes it's not, but you don't stop because one video doesn't do great. Okay, so that's one lesson. Brands, even if you're not trying to get a brand deal, it just lets you know, like, brands are always looking. They're always watching, and they don't reward the potential. They often reward the proof. They want to see how impactful you are. If you are looking for a brand deal, they want to know how much you can actually influence people. What do people really care about what it is that you're talking about and what you're doing? And even if they don't, are you still showing up? And that the same goes for consumers. People want to know, they want to see you, they're going to keep coming back to your page, even if they don't follow you on that first little look see. They want to see what you're doing, what your brand is doing, right? And marketing really works when you show up consistently, not just posting one time and thinking that, oh, people are going to know. No, it is something that you have to do over and over and over again. It's just what it is. The second lesson that you can take from this is that content is the new resume. It is, regardless of, because I know a lot of us are old school. We're like, go to them pop-up events and, rub shoulders and things like that. That still does work. Please don't get me wrong. But nowadays, people would rather look at your Instagram on their own time, your website on their own time, and see what it is that you offer. What is your brand? What is your product or service doing? Your content is going to allow you to show what your product does. How do you use your product? What your service does? What happens when you use your service? What result are people going to get from using your service? The third lesson that we can take from this is that emotion beats perfection every single time. Like, first of all, with the jingle, it was fun, it was nostalgic, it was very human. Now, for me, it was nostalgic because I'm an 80s baby, and it reminded me of the 80s and 90s when those jingles used to just be that was it. Like, the jingles were stuck in your head. That's what was like the big huge thing. There was a show called The Jamie Foxx Show. If you know, you know. Jamie Foxx, but if you don't, I'm gonna let you know. Jamie Foxx was the star of the show. He actually got a deal, and he went like a music deal. He went on tour with Casey and JoJo, and that didn't end up working out. So he ended up coming back home, working for a marketing agency, and worked in like the jingle department. And so he would like create jingles for these major brands and stuff. And so it reminded me of that. It reminded me of Subway, and how all of us forgot how much that footlong was until we walked into that store and sang that song. And now we know, it's stuck in our heads, that footlong is how much? $5. Okay, we know that now. So people always remember how content and how your marketing made them feel, whether it made them feel a sense of peace, like, oh, somebody gets me, somebody knows what I need, or oh my gosh, I remember when I was a little girl, or I remember when I was younger and that happened, and whatever. That emotional connection is gonna be what makes people recall your brand, what makes people think about your brand, right? So those are 3 lessons that we can take away. Consistency creates opportunity, content is the new resume, and emotion beats perfection. Let's talk about what this led to. Not only did this increase brand visibility for Dr. Pepper, it also created more opportunity for this creator, because now there's bigger brands there. I mean, not bigger brands, but there are big brands coming to this person saying, do me next, I want one next. So now, not only is Dr. Pepper, I can only imagine what their sales are doing right now, because I saw a lot of videos too where people were like, look at me going to get a Dr. Pepper just because of that jingle. So imagine what the sales were for that. But then also, it created a lot of opportunities for Romeo. This person actually created a job for themselves. Like, that's crazy. And so it led to brand partnerships and deal opportunities. That is huge. It's huge, and it lets you know how impactful social media marketing can be. And that's exactly why marketing matters, because one post can change the trajectory of your business. So I want to give you 2 action steps that you can take right now after watching this video for your small business. The first action step is to show your skills. Okay, whatever it is. If you have a product, show the making of your product. Show what, your product can actually do. Even if it feels like it's not that impactful, or you're kind of repetitive with it. That's what marketing is. It's not just a one all be all. Like, it's something that you do consistently over time. People build this, this trust with you, and they're like, okay, I've seen this person, I've seen this brand, I've seen this product or service. I think I'm actually ready to invest and actually work with this person. The second action step that I want to give to you is to create the content that feels more human and not perfect. I am so guilty of this that sometimes I go for a long time without creating content because I do have children and sometimes they are very loud and I don't want to have to edit all that out. Today, we're going to talk about how one TikTok. Sure, stop. And but sometimes they say the cutest things. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm doing stuff, they do the cutest things. I'm like, why are you doing this right now while I'm working? Oh my gosh. So, but it just lets me know, and something for me to do too is to create content that's more human. Like, there are a lot of mompreneurs and they're gonna understand the kids in the background. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be afraid to create that content that's more relatable, because if you're waiting for perfection, it's not gonna happen. I've tried it. It don't work. It don't work. Okay. Now, what I want to leave you with is you don't need a million followers. You need is consistency, clarity, and content that connects. You don't need a big production. You don't need a bunch of followers. All you need are those things and you will be just fine. Okay. So don't think too much about it. Just get it done. Just get it done. Okay. Now that's what I got from Marketing Matters. That is the first part of the series. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on your notifications so you can hear more of my marketing breakdowns. That's all I have for you. I will see you in the next video.